Republic Day? What is this preamble of the Constitution? What is the importance of these festivals? These are called national festivals. Only two we have.
Nothing can occur in your life experience without invitation of fate through your thought. We are excited to hear some words by our today's chief guest, Dr. Zameer Ulla T sir. So, we kindly request respected Zameer Ulla T sir to continue our event by sharing some words with us. We welcome you, sir.
Assalamualaikum, all of you. So, as all of you know that we have assembled here for celebration of the 73rd Republic Day of India. When I came here, I was thinking of highlighting the constitutional preamble and the fundamental duties and the rights. But the children only very beautifully they have demonstrated. They have explained the things. So they made my job easy and short. So I'll just cut short my speech for a period of 5 minutes or so. So when this Republic Day or the Independence Day comes, so as a professor in SS Institute of Medical Sciences, I keep asking our students, the medical students, even the postgraduate students, what is the importance of these festivals? These are called national festivals. Only two we have, basically. So that is the Independence Day, which occurs on 15th of August, and we got the independence in 1947, as you know. And the Republic Day on 26th Jan, and the Constitution was constituted on 1950. So these basic things they'll not be able to tell. It's not their fault. We as teachers or we as parents, we have not highlighted the things to them. So we basically concentrate on the academic things or the spiritual things, which are very important, equally important. But to know about our nation, to patriotism, everyone will have patriotism, but I'm not telling that. The thing is, you should have the information about that. Okay. So what is Republic Day? This is the question I keep asking them. So majority, maybe 50% of them answer, 50% of them fail to answer. So I just want to highlight these facts. Okay, we got independence in 1947, and the Republic Day we are celebrating is because of the adoption of Constitution in 1950. Forget about the August and January, the dates. So 1947 and 1950. So what happened in between these 3 years? So there was no constitution, but the government was running, country was running, and it was running smoothly. So what happened between these 2 years? As usual, we don't have an answer. Okay. And one more question I asked. 1947, we got the independence. There was no election. Straight away the government is formed, and the Prime Minister, as you all know, the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So how it all happened? So before 1947, we were under the British rule. Okay, so they wanted to go away, but they did not from our country immediately. Like all of a sudden, in the morning they decided, and in the night they went off. No, it's not like that. Some of the countries they did in the recent past. I need not tell that. So what they did is they constituted the assembly. Okay. So that assembly took charge of. They constituted members of 308 members in the constituent assembly, which is called as, and they handed over the governing thing to them, and they gave a period of what do you call grey area. Okay. To establish the government and to stabilize the democracy. So in August 15th we got independence, and August 19th only the drafting committee was constituted. Drafting committee for the constitution, okay, which was headed by our great leader, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So that was the drafting committee. Okay, so what they did is within a short record period of 3 months they got it ready. The whole constitution was ready within the period of 3 months. So November it was ready. November of 1947. But it was adopted in 1950. So again, two years, 2.5 years probably. So what they did in this period is that Constituent Assembly, they had meetings, series of meetings, maybe they say 166 meetings they conducted. For what? To analyze the constitution, to include each and every group of the people in India, and they discussed each and everything with them, and they took their critical analysis. They decided, with very little modification, they came up with the constitution, present constitution, what we have, and we adopted our constitution, final constitution in 1950. Okay, this is why all this happens. Until then, there was a act which is called as Indian Independence Act of 1935. That was in place, and that was replaced by our constitution. I think this much we need to know about our independence and the republic thing. Okay. So one of the children there in the flag hosting area, she read out the preamble of the constitution. What is this preamble of the constitution? It's a nutshell. It's a nutshell of the constitution, broadly speaking, which constitutes preamble, which is called as preamble. Any book will have a preface. Any book will have a preface, so which tells so many things about the book. Similarly, this preamble speaks about the constitution in a nutshell. So in this preamble, there are 9 important words which you should know. So what is this preamble? I read it out. We the people of India solemnly resolve to constitute India into a 5 words there.
Socialist.
The first is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. These 5 words in a single sentence it comes there. So what are they? Sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. Okay. So what is this sovereign? Each word you should know. It's not just knowing the word, but you should know the meaning and depth. You should go into depth of that word. So what is sovereign? Sovereign is independency. We are not dependent on any external force or any country. Before independence, we were under the influence of British. They used to sit in London and they used to govern us. So it was an external force. So in rougher words, we can say they looked at our country sitting there and they took everything, all resources from our country, and they exploited the people. Okay, so this will never happen to our country. That is sovereignty. Okay, that is sovereign. So we are not at all dependent on anyone. We depend on ourselves only. That is sovereignty. And then comes socialism. Socialism is basically for communist rule, but in India it is modified to suit our constitution. So what is socialism? What does it mean literally? Socialism is all the people are equal, whether they are earning, not earning, white, black, religion-wise, poor, rich, everyone is equal, and the property, the resources should be equally distributed among them. So this has created a lot of problems in some of the societies, but in India it is modified to suit our constitution, so that all are equal, and they will be provided with the resources according to their, effort and contribution. So this is it. Okay, that is socialism. Then secular. As you all know, secularism is, if you call a country a secular, it means it is not at all related to any religion. So state doesn't have any religion, be it the majority religion or the minority religion or some other form of religion. No, state doesn't have any religion. Okay, but state equally respects all the religions, whatever is followed in the country. Okay, that is called as secularism. So secular. Then comes democratic. What is democracy? Democracy is every citizen of the country has an equal right to vote. and select the leader. Okay, this democracy stops there. Whereas the republic, this is very subtle difference between democracy and the republic. Okay, republic, the democracy need not be a republic, but all republic countries are democratic. Okay, if you can understand. Democracy is just the people are selecting the leaders, and what the leaders do in UK, there is democracy, but it is not republic. What is the difference? Because there is a queen there, and after the queen, the prince will take the charge. Okay, there is no election for them. So even the prime minister is answerable to the queen. So that is called as constitutional monarchy. Okay, these are the words you should know. That's all. Very simple. You can make a half-page note about it, and that's it. You can talk so much about it. So it is called as monarchy, but constitutional monarchy. There is something called as absolute monarchy. What is that absolute monarchy? The dictator. Whatever I decide, the king decide is the final. Okay, that is absolute monarchy. But here in UK, for example, and some other European countries, it is constitutional monarchy. Even the king or the queen is dependent on the constitution. He or she cannot act, override the constitution. He cannot override the constitution. So that is constitutional monarchy. But India is a republic. There is no monarchy. Even a common man can become the prime minister or the president of India, and he is not answerable to any superior, but he is answerable to the people only. So that is a republic. Okay. So these are the 5 words in the first sentence of the preamble, and the other 4 sentences, the other 4 words: justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. So after finishing these 4 words, I will complete my speech. So what is this? Justice. Justice, socially, economically, and politically. Okay. Justice is adl, insaf, to all the people. Okay. Whether it is socially, economically, or politically, we need to give the justice, and the constitution is abided by that. So then the liberty. Liberty is freedom. Azadi. Freedom for what? Thought. कुछ भी सोच सकते हैं. Expression. We can express whatever we feel like. Then belief, faith, and worship. Okay. Those who have done this constitution have thought in such a deeper areas, and they have predicted the problems that any country with so many cultures and religions may face. So, freedom of belief. We can believe. We can believe in any god. We can believe in any religion. Yeah, any religion. We can. Even we can be a non-believer. We can be an atheist. That's also considered. He is also a citizen of India. Okay. So that is belief, faith, and worship. We can worship. Okay. Any people belonging to their particular religion can worship in their own way. Okay. So that is it. Then the 2 words: equality. As you all know, equality. Equality in status and opportunities. What is this? Status. Everyone is equal, whether rich, poor, white, black, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, whatever occupation, a sweeper, a prime minister, all are equal. So equality in status and equality in opportunity. Just because of someone is belonging to some other race, religion, or something, is not ineligible for any opportunity, any job, anything. So that is equality in opportunity. And then the fraternity. This word, most of us may not be knowing. What is fraternity? As we say, doctors' fraternity, lawyers' fraternity. Fraternity is a friendship and support to each other. As citizens of India, we need to be friends with each other, and we should support each other. This is fraternity. Okay. So these are the 9 words which we need to remember. You can go study again and remember these words, so that I can speak in front of anyone, okay, especially the children I'm telling. Okay, with these words, I just want to finish my short speech. Thank you one and all. Have a pleasant day.